I'm in the MiG-21, Havana, Cuba, going to fly the Havana to the south, so down to the south coast basically. Weather's good. Close the canopy, make sure I lock it. Good. Ready to go. Just get the toe brakes off, or wheel brake off, sorry, toe brakes on. And as soon as the Forshash Adin, first stage afterburn light comes on the right there, which is now, I'll release the brakes. Keep spooling up to stage 2. And talking in knots, rotate 150, should climb out about 170. Bit of a crosswind, but under control. Coming through 120, quite a bit of left rudder there. 150 rotating. We're climbing already. Tap the toe brakes. Gear coming up. Go through 200 knots, and I'm going to put the flaps up. And add in a little bit of up trim.
MiGMan 007,
good,
continue
good.
for west departure.
Smoothest one yet. Okay, out of burner.
MiGMan 007, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Back into your golf copy.
Marty Tower MiGMan 007 frequency change.
Righto. That's my preferred seating position. Elevated in this pit. Okay. Let's do a U-turn. Keeping the speed up though. About 1,000 feet, 250 knots accelerating. Beautiful lush countryside here. So we're heading about 045 back over the airport to Lake. I'll look up the name in a moment. What is it? Ejercito Rebelde, something like that, which translates to me as the work of rebellion, the work of the rebellion, something like that. Which makes sense considering where we are. Yeah, look at the lush soil, rich soil. Very nice. Okay, about 300 knots, 1,000 feet over the airport. This is the north coast. Havana's just up there. We'll go there in the next flight. Okay, let's play with the trim. I'll probably keep it around 300 knots, I think, 250 to 300. Which is what, 600k, sounds about right. Awesome. There's our first waypoint coming up on the right. Nice. And a very large dam here on the western side of this lake. So it's basically a clockwise circle, this flight. Nice. 300 knots, I'll just get the nose trimmed down a bit. Right, waypoint 2 is 15 miles to Lake Bacarano, something like that. Something along those lines. Just see if I can get my nose up in that and get the trim more under control. It's very bumpy. What, is it hot? No, it's 12 degrees C. Very bumpy though, as you can see. Okay, Okay. Yeah, really bumpy. Super bumpy. I've got the flaps up, yes. Gear up, yes. Okay. And speed crept up to about 340. Wow, that is bumpy. That tile loading thing is something to do with the servers, I think. It's I guess they got two versions of this place here. It's to put a ticket in about that because it looked fine the way it was. You can see two different colour sets loading. So it's quite heavily populated around here. I mean, there's a lot of rural activity, but also lots of towns. Okay, coming about 4 miles from the lake, you can just begin to see it up ahead. Let's give it try my range. Yeah, it's saying 4.2 miles. 3.8. Okay, I've got a couple of ways I can read that. There it is. I don't think there's a dam here. Is there a dam? Is there a dam? Yeah, there is apparently. It's been a while. I think that's it on this north. I think northwest corner. I think that's it there. Actually, that whole side of it's a dam, I believe. Yep. Yes. Nice. Very nice. Right, just keep turning to the right. And then we're coming around to south, almost south. And we're actually going to get right down to the coast. Yeah, see what I mean about lush terrain. Very green, very rich soil. With the speed 300 knots, it's okay. And now this is an agricultural strip, as I recall. That's a town. This is the town we're crossing over next, right? Okay. Let's get a bit higher, we're 500 feet. Be a bit hard to see. Just using the trim to control the climb. Okay, decent sized town. A couple of thousand people, I guess. Nice, just keep turning right. Now we've got an airport coming up, waypoint 4, 8 miles to Juan de la Cruz Airport, MUGU. And this is an agricultural airport from memory. Sometimes I put the length of the fields in, but I don't know, that's part of the fun of pre-flight is looking these things up, I reckon. Thinking ahead, you know, am I going to land at it? Can I land at it? In this case, I think the answer is going to be negative. It's a pretty short strip. Now the coast is coming up. So we've just flown all the way north to south across Cuba. It's got to be a first time for everything. And it's absolutely my first time doing it in a MiG. Just keep the speed up, we're about 260 there. Yeah, there's a strip, that grey area, just through the canopy rails. And we're following the coast for 12 miles to another airport, 0.5, which is Batanoba, which is definitely another small airport. Okay. Righto, so let's try to get a look at this thing. There it is. Okay, I might do a bit of a speed run along the coast, I think. Pushing it up, 400 knots. Pull it back out of burner. Won't quite go supersonic at sea level. Got to get over 15,000 feet. I did a few speed runs at another Cuban location yesterday, but didn't do any. Only a couple of Mark 1 segments. There we go. It's quite cool today for 14 degrees for this part of the world. Now there's a few yachts and boats. Nice. Yep. Can't see them now. Yeah, so as I said, it's quite populated, but there are also vast areas of apparently unpopulated terrain. Right, airport coming up, so let's climb so we can see it. Try to keep it off the 1 o'clock. .300 knots. It's a tiny strip. Just past that town, I think. Okay, I've just gone past it. I can't see it at the moment. So just double check waypoint 5. Yep, agricultural strip. I can't see it. No, not really sure I can see it. Not to worry, I'll catch it next time. Now the next one is a larger airport. San Antonio de los Banos, MUSA. That's about 16 miles. So I might do a low pass up the runway. It's a pretty large airport, but the last time I was there, I recall there was nobody in the tower. So climbing now to about 3,000 feet. Come left a bit, and then I can go up the runway, which will put us on the right, heading northeast back to home base. Yeah, look at that. Wow, picked up speed there. It's like 550 knots. There's the airport. Yeah, I'll go up the longer runway. Okay, let's buzz the tower. 500 knots at the moment. Wow, quite bumpy. There it is. Here we go. There's the tower, or facilities rather. Right, and on the way back home. I don't know, maybe they had a big storm or something. Tower got broken. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to call home because we'll be there before you know it. Should be still tuned in. Yeah, that's the right frequency. Channel 2. There's the airport. Channel 1. Channel 1. Mike India Golf 4.
Marty Tower MiGMan 007 is 4 miles southwest, 1,900 feet with Alpha to land.
MiGMan 007, Marty Tower. Altimeter 29er.9er 21045 at 11. Enter left traffic runway 24.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Enter left traffic runway 24 MiGMan 007.
Okie doke. Heading downwind now. There's the sea, not too far away. Havana up there. Go there on the next flight. There's a lake, waypoint 1, which is a good aid to finding this airport.
MiGMan 007, wind 045 at 11. Clear to land runway 24.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Clear to land runway 24 MiGMan 007.
Okay. I'm going to turn over the corner of this lake. It's the plan. 300 knots at the moment. Coming down to 2,300 feet. Descending. Throttle back. There's the dam. Throttle at idle. 300 knots coming down. About 90 degrees off. Lined up pretty well now. Watch the speed here. I want to pop the speed brake, get us under 250. Speed brake out and in. Gear down, flaps 1. Alright, watch the speed here. I get into big trouble. 200 knots. I've got my marker set at 170. Stay around 200 though, so we're already dropping. Still pretty heavy. Coming back up, 230. 240. Throttle down. Rate of descent is pretty high. Watch the throttle here, watch the throttle. Coming fast, but that's okay. Flaring, flaring, flaring. Not too bad this time. We're down and brake chute is out. Yep.
MiGMan 007 contact ground on 121.9er.
I think it's out. I think I jettisoned it as well. Wow. That's appalling landing. Don't hit the tree. Can't do much about it here. Yep. It's not going to help.
MiGMan 007, please acknowledge.
Yeah, a bit busy right now. Come on, stop, stop, stop. Oh. Wow. The brake's pretty much inoperative, I think.
MiGMan 007, acknowledge last transmission.
Mike India Golf, copy. Like India Golf, copy.
121.9er MiGMan 007.
Wow, what a super embarrassing landing after all that. What can I say? Nothing really. Nothing. Anyway, it was all good fun and nobody got hurt, so yay.